Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. Jaime Munguia, and I've been getting a lot of questions and concerns from a lot of people on social media and the comments, and things are just about where Jaime Munguia is ranked, where I have him, and how good he is, what level of competition he is. So I decided to just go ahead and address that right away. And the first thing that I just got to dig into is, one, Jaime Munguia. He's 22 years old. He's a very green prospect, and at this point he has a world title, so he better get ready for better competition and fast. The Dennis Hogan fight, we really didn't learn anything that we didn't know already about Jaime Munguia, and it's not anything that I haven't already stated. Jaime Munguia needs to get better defensively. Jaime Munguia needs a better offensive attack, and he has stamina issues. He needs to listen to his corner, and these are all things that we've already said about Jaime Munguia. And so all the fanboys coming out there saying that we hyped up Munguia or anything like that, the IBFP doesn't pick fighters, and they do not hype up Jaime Munguia or any fighter. At the end of the day, we call it how we see it, and I've always stated that Jaime Munguia is a very green prospect. He needs a lot of defensive improvement, and in losing to a guy the caliber of a Dennis Hogan. At this point, at 22 years old, Dennis Hogan's been around the block. So at 22 years old, Jaime Munguia, he got the win, but I would have been happy to see a draw. I think that probably would have been the most fair thing for both guys. But if you had Dennis Hogan winning, I have no problem with that, because Dennis Hogan could have very well won that fight, because it was very close. In my opinion, I had it a very close fight, and I would have been content to see a draw from both fighters, for them to give it a draw, because I think that would have made sense. But at the end of the day, if they would have given it to Dennis Hogan, I would have had no problem with that as well, because at the end of the day, I don't think either fighter blew me away. I think people were just very anxious to, to see something crazy happen or some dramatic upset. Jaime Munguia got hit with a lot of big shots. And, I think that was a problem. But Dennis Hogan wasn't as active as he needed to by constantly running, throwing one or two shots and expecting to win a round. That's not going to get it done. So that's just my opinion on the fight. I think it was a very close fight. Could have went either way. And I would have had no problem if you gave it to Dennis Hogan, or no problem if you had it a draw. I have no problem with that. But let's just dig into the main question that I've been getting. Is Dennis Hogan, is Jaime Munguia ready for the next level of competition against Saul Canelo Alvarez, against Triple G? In my opinion, is it gasping? No. Hell no. He's not ready for Canelo Alvarez. He's not ready for Triple G. I know there was a lot of speculation about, Jaime Munguia being able to fight Triple G maybe in September, because, he has issues making 154 pounds since he's so big. But at the end of the day, the fact that he was unable to cut the ring off, the fact that he got hit with some flush shots, and the fact that he looked in trouble at points in the fight bothered me. I don't think Jaime Munguia is ready for the level of competition at 160 pounds. I don't think he's ready to challenge anyone under 160 pounds. I don't think Triple G is a good matchup for him. I think Triple G would stop Jaime Munguia at this point. I think Canelo Alvarez would stop Jaime Munguia. I don't even think it's close. I think those two guys are elite, top-level fighters who are proven. And I've already stated that Jaime Munguia is not ready for that level of competition. He's much too green and has too many defensive liability. He needs a year to 2 years to prepare himself to improve and to get better. That's what Jaime Munguia needs. Jaime Munguia is only 22 years old. So when people, compare Jaime Munguia to other fighters, let's just keep things in perspective when we look at what's going on. And, and we look at Jaime Munguia, and we look at, him being 22 years old and already having a belt. We can congratulate him on that, but he has a lot of deficiencies. No one's crowning him as the best or elite or anything like that. I think he needs several more tune-ups. I think he needs, a lot more coaching, training, and preparation. I think his stamina issues needs to be corrected. His defense needs to be corrected. But in short, he has no chance at beating a Canelo Alvarez, at a Triple G, at a Danny Jacobs, a Demetrius Andre. He's not ready for the top dogs at 160 pounds. He needs to stay at 154. He needs to find a way to keep his weight down to be able to make 154 the best he can, because honestly and unbiasedly, he's not ready for what lies ahead at 160 pounds. But once again, unbiased as always, it's the IBFP. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.